just here we are in France, because the United States will not do this alone. It's pretty much a given that the United States has decided to go ahead, even though the president has not announced it yet, nor the timing. But all the allies believe that this is going to happen and have come out and said very forcefully that they are foursquare behind punishing Assad. The French president has said that we are ready to punish those who've used gas against innocent civilians. The British Prime Minister is currently right now chairing a meeting of his national security cabinet, and tomorrow we'll have called back Parliament that's been in recess for a special debate on this and also a vote by the end of the day. The British also have drafted a UN resolution calling for the protection of Syrian civilians and for them to be protected from the use of chemical weapons. So this looks like it is going to happen. The question is on what scale and what exactly will that mean? As you say, probably punitive, probably not going to last many days, as we've seen in the previous decades under Saddam Hussein's Iraq, in Afghanistan, when President Clinton ordered a cruise missile attack after the East Africa bombings back in 1998. These kinds of punitive attacks. But you're absolutely right. What does this mean? Will it completely degrade President Assad's military capability? Will it take out his air power? Will it take out his airfields and his fixed-wing aircraft? Will they go after chemical weapons sites? Kind of unlikely given the danger that that might pose, although some of them probably can be taken out because of the configuration of the chemicals. But as you say, what is the general sort of conclusion that the U.S. wants out of this? It is not regime change, but it is perhaps a major slap on the wrist in order to show that they can't use chemical weapons again. Kate?
It leaves you to wonder, what will the lasting effect of that slap on the wrist? What will it be? I mean, you have met Bashar al-Assad. You know his personality. Many say that a couple of cruise missiles are not going to change his behavior. What do you think?
Well, I think the Syrians have said it for themselves. They say, if we are under attack, we have two choices. They said it at a press conference this week, and they've said it to our Fred Pleitgen. Either we surrender, which we're not going to do, or we fight back, which we will do. Really, the question, though, is what is their capability? They are not presumed to have a big capability that could in any way match the United States forces, and I mean standoff forces. Obviously, there's no word of any boots on the ground, but any kind of cruise missiles or U.S. and allied air power far outweigh the ability of the Syrians to respond. And of course, that is, you know, the question of what will happen. We spoke to the commander of the Free Syrian Army, General Idris, just a few months ago when the last chemical weapons attack happened, and he predicted just this. If there wasn't a response then, there would be more, and this is exactly what's happened. The United States has brought itself to a point of, as many have said, no return, because it is called this to be a red line. And now here it has a massive 1,000 plus, according to all the official figures, of civilians who've been killed by a chemical weapons attack. And that is not under dispute. Everybody is saying one happened, only the Syrians are blaming the rebels, and the rebels are blaming the Assad regime.
Clearly, no matter what, what's not in dispute is that the next several days, critical days, in what is going to be happening in Syria going forward.